Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning again. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We talk outdoors every Saturday morning. Recently celebrated our 23rd anniversary on the air. Already going into 24 right now. And we've got this as first Saturday, and that means that Gene Smith is in studio. There he is. And also Dave Gabbard as our other co-host, and he's in Lexington drinking some coffee and sitting out on the patio.
I'm sitting on my front porch swing watching the hummingbirds feed.
Watching the hummingbirds feed. And then, of course, we have somebody watching us in the studio today, and we're going to talk to him quite a bit during today's show, particularly in a full segment here in a little while, and that's our good friend David Beal. You know him as the Bassin Man, the McKellar Bassin Man, and we also know him as a different name, and we will announce that later, Mr. Beal, okay? All right.
All right.
We're going to talk a little fall fishing because it's getting that time of the year again.
That's right.
With and hunting and everything going on. Well, I got a good friend of mine on the line with us right now. We're still kind of recapping the 21st Annual Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame, which was on August the 19th in Springfield, and so fortunate and humbled by being inducted into that group last year, and to know that 8 more went in this year, and this next gentleman, very well-deserved honor for him, and so glad to get him in the show today, and that's our good friend Philip Vanderpool. Good morning, Philip.
Good morning to you, Mr. Larry. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Let's talk about that moment, buddy, because I know you went in with some quite a group. I know Gail Camp stole the show, and you're up there with all those other people, but I know it had to mean a lot to you, Philip, because this event is pretty close to your heart too, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's the highlight of my life's career, and I'm just so humbled. And a lot of good things that came out of it are going to come out of it here in the future, and you'll hear some about that in the future. But that's truly a moment that I'll never forget. And I had so many family and friends that came to see.
You did, yeah.
It was awesome.
You had a pretty good group over there. Who came?
Well, I tell you, a lot of my sponsor partners.
Yes, they were.
Become your friends, you know.
Yeah.
I had the Woodhaven group, and then of course my family. Rhonda was there with me and my sisters and my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's over 70 people came to represent me.
I thought that you were you crowned the champion for the most people there. I thought that Tim Huffman had it because he had more family than I knew. I think some of those weren't really in his family, but he was there. But you had a cheering section, and I know when you get the announcement, Gary surprised me on the radio. You get this announcement, and they tell you got 5 minutes to talk, and you're coming up there and trying to put it all together. You were really good, buddy. You spoke from the heart, and I think that's what you got to do, don't you?
Yeah, it hits you so hard. You don't get there by yourself. You surround yourself with good people.
Yes.
And that's what I've tried to do. And all those people that were there celebrating my moment were a huge part of that moment because I couldn't have done it without them, honestly.
Yeah, well, tell our listeners a little about yourself, Philip, because I know you're well known in the outdoor industry and the world, and a little of your background for our folks.
Okay. Well, I had about a 15-year career with Hunter Specialties.
Yes.
I was a national pro staff for them, in charge of all the camera equipment. Plus, I bow hunted. I was known as the bow hunter.
That's right.
And then when Hunter Specialties sold out, I just went out on my own and I started the Virtue TV.
Yes.
And I've been doing that now for over 10 years and been truly blessed to run with so many celebrities in the outdoors and country music singers, ball players, and then just the special needs kids and the wounded veterans and stuff that I've hunted with and told their story. It's been truly amazing. I've had a blessed career, buddy.
You really have. And tell them tell the listeners where you live right now.
Well, I'm born and raised there at Jasper, Arkansas. That's where I graduated from high school.
Yes.
And I live between Harrison and Jasper, and I have a Harrison address. I'm right at the foot of Gaither Mountain.
And you can play some music, can't you? I mean,
well, I have been known to pick a song or two, and played with a lot of good people over the years. I think we got to share some of that together one time, didn't we?
Yes, we did up at Gaston's.
Yep.
I think they brought in a ringer. You know, I said, who is this guy coming in here? And then, of course, my show and the relationship with Hunter Specialties over those years, I think that's where we first got connected. And a lot of years with Hunter Specialties, I miss those guys, Mike Capps and some of those guys that that helped outdoors with Larry Ray. And then, of course, if you don't know where Jasper, Arkansas is, you need to go over there in October. What might you hear if you're in Jasper area in October?
Especially up and down that big Buffalo River there, you're going to hear some elk bugling.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. And, of course, it's good to know the sheriff of Newton County.
Glenn's one of my best friends in the whole world, man. He's
Glenn Wheeler. Yes, he was at my table. It was so good to have when you got the sheriff at your table. Hear that, Dave? I had a sheriff at my table. Now, he wore a big hat. No, he wears a big hat. You know,
yes, he does.
But Jasper is on Highway 7, if I'm not mistaken. And it's in God's country, of course. I have to tell you that, folks. It's in the Ozarks. And, and to do this, and I know you mentioned some things there that I wanted our listeners to really know. If you Google Philip Vanderpool, you're going to find out that he's not only a true believer, but he's also patriotic, and he really enjoys helping people. I think that's one of the signals of your life, Philip, isn't it? That you want to help people not only become better people, but at the same time teach them the love of the outdoors, right?
Oh my goodness, yes, and I love to take a kid on their first hunt or a lady and I've been blessed to take so many folks, and some of my best friends, Calvin Walker.
Yes.
He was 96 when he finally passed away, but we hunted 27 years together. People like that. Reese Hogan's another gentleman there from Russellville.
Yeah.
World War II vet, I've been blessed.
And I know, again, we're talking to Philip Vanderpool, a legend of the Outdoor Hall of Fame, a member of the 2023 class, as we go through these things and know the love there. So what's going on with you right now? What you got? You're teasing us here. So there's some things we need to watch for down the road, right? Just tell me that.
Let me just say that Gary Mason and I, we knew each other before this, but we have developed an incredible relationship.
You have.
We talk one or two times a day, and I think that there's a really good chance that him and I are going to be working a lot closer together.
There you go. That's all we need. That's all we need, because we got Gary coming on at the end of the show again today. But the legend of the outdoors, I know we've been friends for Gary, and to see where this thing has come is pretty amazing. But it takes a lot to put this together, doesn't it, Philip? I mean,
yes, it does. And from being wearing both sides of the hat, from being a field producer, basically, because I self-video most about everything for the show content, and then trying to be a hunter and a mentor and everything, it can be a little overwhelming sometimes, and it's catching up with age, but I still truly have the obsession and the passion.
Well, I wanted to get you on before another guy's coming up right after you. I don't know if you saw the show form yet, but we got some guy named Harold Knight following you. So,
hey, dude, I'm going to tell you what, Harold Knight is
he's the man, isn't he?
Brother.
He's the man, isn't he? Yeah. And
yes, sir. I love Harold Knight.
Yeah, I can remember him, and I'm going to talk to him about it. He's the only man I know that can call up a turkey with a piece of Johnson grass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he sure can. I mean, he's part turkey. I think
he is part turkey. Yes.
He was born out of a shell.
I think he was. Well, Philip, thank you, buddy, for being on Outdoors with Larry Ray this Saturday morning. We will stay in touch and hope to see you down the road. Okay, buddy? All right?
Yeah, Harold. Listen at me. Larry, thank you, and please tell old Harold Knight I said hi.
I will.
And everybody out there listening, be safe. God bless this fall, and I hope you all have a tremendous 2023 fall season.
We sure will. Thank you. Talk to you, Philip. Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
Philip Vanderpool, and one of the 8 inductees this year's class, and really a true gentleman. He looks outdoors, if you know what I'm talking about and everything. But I know you got me another pun.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Dave, listen up over there.
You know,
I'm listening. I'm waiting for
Here
him.
it comes.
every morning I go to Jack's to eat breakfast.
You go to Jack's to eat breakfast. I have to repeat this because the audience is slow.
It's true, yeah. The Arkansas people.
No. All right, you go to Jack's for breakfast.
Yeah, and I got me some ham and eggs and toast.
Yeah.
And I know she forgot my toast, so I actually idiot. But I did find out I was lactose intolerant.
It was lactose intolerant. Okay, all right. Now,
So you.
Dave Gabbard, how have we put up with him for these many years? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm just glad you got an in-studio guest in law enforcement. Maybe he's got his cuffs with him. He can cuff him.
Oh, man, he's got everything over. He's got his body shield and all like that. And he expects a rough show here. I can tell you when David Beal walks in the room, you know. So
well, just David, go ahead and cuff him and stuff him.
I got him covered. I believe they can fit him.
I think he can outrun. I think David can outrun him too. We don't have to worry about that, right? Okay. All right. Let's take a break. David Beal in the room with the one and only Joseph Eugene Smith.
10-4.
10-4. I mean, you're 10-2 now. Yeah. You know. Yeah. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.